I remember that evening like a bruise that never quite fades. The sun had already sunk behind the roofs, leaving a thin ribbon of light between the buildings, and the air smelled like cold metal, the kind of air that follows laughter from somewhere far away. Marek hadn't come home yet. He was out with his friends, the same group of men who never knew what to do with tenderness except mock it. When my phone buzzed, I didn't expect much. Probably a message saying, "I'll be late," but instead, it was one of those voice recordings from his friend Luca. Sent by mistake, maybe, or maybe not. I pressed play. He actually said he's obsessed with her man. Laughter, overlapping voices. Like, who even says that? Obsessed? What are you, in a Netflix thriller? He said he loves her so much it's scary. Bro, she's got you whipped. She must be doing something to your head. Damn, imagine being that gone over a girl. Obsessed, you're killing me. And then, faintly, I heard Marek's voice. I meant it. I'm not ashamed. But the laughter drowned him out. I didn't know what to do with that. For a moment, I just stood there, holding the phone as if it were something burning. He had told his friends he was obsessed with me. He loved me too much, and they laughed. I should have felt proud, or maybe flattered. But instead, I felt something twist deep inside my chest. Like shame, like guilt, like love had become something dirty because they had laughed at it. When he came home, he came in later that night smelling of beer and smoke, eyes still bright with the afterglow of social noise. "Hey," he said softly, as if testing the air. "Hey," I answered, keeping my voice steady. He put his jacket on the chair and tried to kiss me, but I turned my face away, pretending to be busy with the kettle. "You okay?" "Did you have fun?" I asked instead. He hesitated. "Yeah, I mean, it was fine, just the guys." "I heard," I said. His face froze. "Heard what?" I turned to him then. "That you told them you're obsessed with me?" Silence. Then, a slow, almost painful exhale. "Okay," he said. "And?" "And they laughed." He shrugged, trying to look nonchalant, but his jaw clenched. "Yeah, they always laugh. They don't understand. But doesn't it bother you?" He smiled, small, broken. "No, I don't care what they think. I meant it. That should have been the end of it, right? But it wasn't. Because even as I looked at him, something inside me wanted to hide. To hide from the idea that someone could love me so much it made him the punchline of a joke. The next morning, I woke up to something bizarre. A coffee machine, old, slightly broken, the kind that hissed like an angry cat, was singing. At first, I thought it was my imagination. But no, it was making this weird high pitched hum that sounded suspiciously like the melody of a pop song Marek once sent me. "You are my everything." I laughed nervously. "You hearing this?" Marek leaned against the counter, smirking. "I told you she's jealous. Even the coffee machine's in love with you." But when he pressed the button to brew, it suddenly screeched out a garbled version of my voice. Or maybe I just imagined it, whispering, "I'm obsessed with you too." The coffee overflowed, spilling down the counter like a dark wound. I didn't find it funny. He laughed, trying to fix it, while I stood there staring at the mess. It felt like the universe was mocking us, turning even our morning rituals into some grotesque reflection of his words. 2 days later, the neighbor downstairs got a new pet, a green parrot named Freddie. At first, Freddie only squawked random nonsense, but by the third day, he had learned something new. Every time I opened the window, I'd hear it, sharp, echoing. "Love is addiction. Love is addiction." Over and over, like a curse. At first, I laughed. Then it started getting under my skin. Marek thought it was hilarious. He'd walk around the apartment, mimicking the bird. "Love is addiction," he'd shout, grinning. "Guess I'm an addict." But I couldn't laugh. Every time I heard the parrot, I thought of his friends. The ones who made fun of him. The ones who made our love sound like a sickness. Was it? Was love supposed to feel this consuming, this isolating, this heavy? The third absurd thing happened when we went out with his friends a week later. I didn't want to go, but he insisted. "They should see you," he said. "They should understand why." The restaurant was dimly lit, all brick walls and cheap candles. We were halfway through dinner when one of his friends, Luca, again, raised his glass. "To Marek," he said, smirking, "and his beautiful obsession." Everyone laughed, everyone except Marek. Then one of them, Jacek, grinned and said, "Let's make it fun. Let's put love on trial." I frowned. "What?" He pointed at me. "You're the defendant. Marek's the victim. We'll be the jury. You've been accused of emotional possession." Everyone laughed again. It was supposed to be a joke, but the way they looked at me made it feel like something else. Like I was being stripped bare in front of strangers. "Objection," Marek said, playing along at first. "She's innocent." "Oh yeah?" Luca leaned forward. "Then why are you obsessed?" Silence. He looked at me, really looked, and for a second, I saw a flash of doubt in his eyes. Maybe he was wondering the same thing. Maybe he didn't know where the line between love and obsession really was. We didn't talk on the way home. The city lights flashed through the car windows like warning signs. When we got inside, he sat on the couch and buried his face in his hands. "I just wanted them to understand," he whispered. "But they made it ugly." I knelt beside him. "It's not ugly," I said softly. "What you feel isn't ugly." He looked up at me then, eyes red, voice trembling. "Then why does it hurt so much to love you?" I didn't have an answer. Maybe because real love burns away everything false pride, fear, ego, until all that's left is the raw truth. The next few days were quiet, too quiet. The coffee machine finally broke for good. No more singing. The parrot downstairs died suddenly. The neighbor said it had swallowed a piece of wire, and Marek stopped saying he was obsessed. He still held me, still kissed me, but there was distance in his touch, the kind that grows when laughter turns into silence. One night, I found him sitting on the balcony, staring at the dark street. Do you regret saying it? I asked. He didn't look at me. I regret letting them make me feel stupid for it, he said. But no, I don't regret loving you. And then he added almost to himself, I just wish I could love you without feeling like I have to prove it. Looking back now, I see it clearly. Love is an obsession. It isn't a performance. It's a quiet, steady thing. Fragile, but real. The world will always laugh at what it doesn't understand. They'll call love weakness or madness or addiction because it scares them. But I've learned this. There's strength in being sincere in a world that mocks sincerity. There's beauty in loving, even when others turn it into a joke. Marek and I didn't last forever, but that's not the tragedy. The tragedy would have been pretending our love wasn't real just to make others comfortable. So now, when I hear laughter in the distance, I smile. Because I know, somewhere, someone is brave enough to love without apology.